Hey there, I'm Inferno, and today I'm going to show you how to play the Minecraft. So, here we are in Minecraft. This video is meant to be a short survival guide of how the basics of Minecraft works. One thing to note right from the start, even though the game released all the way back in 2009, there is no Minecraft 1, Minecraft 2, Minecraft 3, so as each Minecraft update comes out, the game just keeps getting more and more complicated. Even though it's the same game, more stuff keeps getting added. So this is a survival guide of just what are the basics, what are the most important things, and what do you need to know to get started in survival Minecraft. So the basis of Minecraft, you start by punching down trees, basically, and these are going to give you the log blocks. So wood is the most basic resource in the game. You're going to use it to craft up your first items and your first tools. I'll show you how to do that in a sec. So right now we've got 3 logs. We're going to open up our inventory area. And as you can see, we've got a little crafting menu here. So if we just take these logs and put it in the small crafting area, then we can convert it to planks, and so I'm going to convert that all into planks. What that is going to allow us to do is craft a crafting table. So I'm going to make one of those, and then I'm going to put it down. The reason you want a crafting table is because it allows you to craft all the complicated stuff. Your little crafting menu only lets you craft a couple things. I'm going to use some of these planks to make sticks. That's 2 planks for 4 sticks. And I'm going to take that out right here. The reason you want sticks is because sticks allow you to make tools. So right now we just have wood, so we're going to make a wooden pickaxe. So right now we just got our wooden pickaxe, and what we're going to do is we're going to mine this stone. Now when you mine stone, it doesn't actually drop stone, it drops cobblestone. And this cobblestone is the resource that you're going to need to make your next set of tools. So I'll show you right here. So right now we just used our wooden pickaxe to get that stone. Now we're going to use our sticks and our cobblestone to get a stone pickaxe. Now the reason that you want to upgrade your pickaxe is because the more rare of an item you use to make your tools, the tool will mine faster, it will last longer, and there are more things you can mine with it. So for example, if we tried to just mine this stone with our hand, we could break it, but we wouldn't collect it. And it's the same for tools. You need more advanced tools to collect more rare items. Also want to note real fast, if you're mining a lot of trees and breaking them down and you want more trees, these leaf blocks are going to be your friends, because if you break a leaf block, there is a chance of it dropping a sapling, which you can basically place in the ground, and eventually it will grow up into a full-size tree. Coming back over here, so I laid out 8 stone, which I'm not going to mine because that will take too long in the video, but basically once you have at least 8 stone, you can come to the crafting table and you can make yourself a furnace. I'm just going to make one right now, and then I'm going to show you why you might want a furnace. So I'm going to place that down right here. So if we use our wooden pick, it will get us coal. But we have a stone pick right now, so that's going to get it for us faster. Just wanted to show you can do it with wood if you wanted to. And then another thing you can do with a stone pick that you cannot do with a wooden pick is collect iron ore. You need at least a stone pick to get this stuff. And if we mine up a little bit of this iron, then what we can do is put the thing we want to smelt in the top square and put the thing we're going to use as fuel in the bottom square. And that will start smelting. Now, you can see the little progress bar right here, and once it gets all the way to the end, it will give us the smelted item. For iron, that is going to be 1 iron ingot. If you get 3 iron ingots, you can get the next level of tool, which is iron tools. One of the things that iron is good for is an iron pickaxe. So I'm not going to wait for that to smelt. I've just got one right here I'm going to use. And iron is great predominantly for mining diamonds. It'll get you a lot of stuff, but you probably know that diamonds are really good in Minecraft. As you can see, our iron ingots have stopped cooking, so our coal has cooked it all. And now we're going to move on to the next area. So, the tools. I went over how to craft up a couple of the first few tools, just the first few pickaxes. This is the entire tool board, though. This is every tool in the game. So we have swords, axes, pickaxes, shovels, and wood. Shovels and hoes. And yes, these are all of the wooden versions of the tools. As we go this way, the tools rank up in how rare they are and how good they are. So we have the wooden tools, stone tools, iron tools, gold, diamond, and netherite. One thing I want to note real quick is that for whatever reason, even though gold is technically more rare than iron, the gold tools aren't that good for some reason. They're basically like stone tools, just faster. Not really sure why this is. A lot of people have said that they really should be better than iron, but for whatever reason they aren't. So if you do end up getting gold in the game, I wouldn't waste it on tools. I'd save it for something else. Now the next thing is armor. So I have some armor stands here, which are an in-game item that you can use to place your armor on. So you can see all the different levels of armor. If I go into my inventory, there are 4 armor slots for boots, leggings, a chest plate, and a helmet. And so I have each set of armor here. The armor is slightly different than the tools in that instead of starting with wood, you start with leather. So this is a suit of leather armor. And instead of stone, it's chain armor. Chain armor is actually not craftable. You cannot make this. You just sort of have to find it. So most people just skip over chain armor and go straight to iron. Iron armor is pretty good, but just like tools, gold armor is kind of not the best. So I really wouldn't waste your gold on armor either. It's just sort of in there to skip over, basically. You don't really want to make that. Diamond armor is amazing, and the last thing is netherite. A few other items here to note. There is a fishing rod, which you can use to fish in any source of water. You can use shears to collect leaf blocks, and also shear sheep to get wool, which you will need for beds. There is flint steel, which causes fires. You have bows, crossbows, which shoot arrows. You have a shield, which you can use to protect yourself. And you can use your iron ingots to make buckets to collect different liquids in the game. Basically just milk from cows, water, and lava. Right here I have a little graph of what different types of tools get. So I just use wooden ones, but you know, obviously the higher upgraded ones would be better. So pickaxes are generally for stone, coal, and iron ore. In any really kind of ore. Basically, if it's a rock, your pickaxe is going to be what you use to mine that. Shovels are for things like dirt, gravel, and sand. Axes are mostly just for any wood item like planks and logs. Hoes are good for collecting hay bales and also breaking leaf blocks. And shears can be used for collecting wool and collecting leaf blocks. So they don't do the same thing. This one breaks the leaf blocks really fast, and this one collects the leaf blocks really fast. The reason you'd want to break leaves is if you want to try to get sticks, apples, or saplings. And then right here we have got a bucket which can be used to scoop up lava or water. If you look down at my hotbar, right on top of all my tools and stuff that I've got right here, I have a health meter and a food meter. Now the health meter is how much HP that I have, and my food meter is how much hunger I have. The reason hunger is important is because it lets you run fast and jump and things like that. You will lose the ability to run if your food meter gets too low. And also, if I get hurt, my food meter will regenerate my health meter. So if those little food points go down and then I get hurt, I won't be able to heal unless I have more food. Food is really important in the game. Basically, you can break these regular grass or the tall grass, and there's a chance of them dropping seeds. Seeds are the easiest food item to get in the game. You cannot eat these, but you can use them to grow. So basically how that works is you can use the hoe to till soil. You can only plant things like seeds in tilled soil, so you need the hoe for that. And then things will grow faster, and some things actually require water being right next to them for them to grow. So you can just use a bucket and fill it up with water and place water down. So I have a little graph right here that shows you what you need to plant and then what it will grow. So these plants right here need water right next to them, otherwise the soil will dry up and the plants will pop out of the ground. So you use regular seeds to grow wheat. You use beetroot seeds to grow beetroot, and then potatoes and carrots, you just replant them to grow more. I have this wheat right here in my hotbar, so I'm going to use that to show you why wheat is important in the game. So wheat is a really good source of food, not because you can eat it, but because if you have a crafting table, you can go up to your crafting table, take some wheat that you have, and you can use it to make bread. and bread is something that you can eat when you get hungry. A couple other things you can grow are you can use pumpkin seeds to grow pumpkins and melon seeds to grow melons. You have the block right here which has the little melon or pumpkin vine, and then it actually grows the melon or pumpkin right next to that block. It doesn't actually grow it on that block. And then the last little growing food is berries, which you find a little bush here, and then I'll take an item out of my hotbar, and basically you can just click on those and collect some berries, which you can replant to make more bushes if you want, or you can eat them. Alright, so going back to tools a little bit, so different tools are used for getting different items. So for example, you can use your wooden pick to get like cobblestone and coal, but you can't use it to get iron. If you want to get iron, you're going to need a stone pickaxe for that. So stone pickaxe, it gets you the same as a wooden pickaxe plus some iron. And then once you get to an iron pickaxe, this is a great pickaxe. It gets you a ton of items in the game. So all the regular stuff, cobblestone, coal, iron ore, plus gold ore, diamonds, lapis, redstone, emeralds, and nether quartz. You don't have to worry about these right now. This is some more advanced stuff. But just so you know, if you ever find this stuff, you can mine it with an iron pickaxe. Like I said, gold, not really that good. It basically just like stone, but goes faster. So I wouldn't really recommend using it. Diamond, on the other hand, can do everything that iron can. Plus, you can mine obsidian and the new ancient debris block. And then going up to the new best tool in the game, the netherite, way up there. Netherite can mine anything. So you're going to find a lot of this stuff in caves, and caves are pretty dark. So if you want to light up your area, the crafting recipe for torches is a stick and a coal will get you 1 torch, and you can place them down to get light. I think I have those in my inventory. No, I don't have coal right now. I can just snag this one though. Ha ha ha, we stole it. And this, you actually don't need a crafting table. You can make it right from your little regular crafting menu right there. So to show you the recipe, 1 stick and a coal, and you can get a few torches that you can place down to make light. Alright, a couple crafting recipes to keep in mind. So if you place wood in this configuration on the crafting table, that will get you a chest, which you could use to store items in there. So I can just take all this, and I'm just going to pop it all in there. And then if I want to use any of those, I can just come back later, and that's all my stuff. If you have some sticks, some coal, and some logs, you can actually make a campfire. Campfires are cool because they have these awesome smoke signals, and also you can place food on them, such as meats, which we will get to later, and they will cook without needing fuel. Now, I mentioned earlier in the video that you're going to need some saplings if you want to replant wood, and there are actually different types of wood in the game. Now, before I get into that, they look different, but they function the same. So it doesn't matter what kind of planks, what kind of logs, or what you use. They all make the same wooden tools, they make the same chests, they make the same sticks, they make the same everything. The only thing that's different about them is the way that they look. So don't worry about having to have one kind of wood or anything like that. As long as you have wood, you can make all the wooden items in the game. So we have our oak sapling right here, our birch sapling, spruce sapling, jungle sapling, acacia sapling, and then this right here is a dark oak sapling. The reason that I have 4 of these instead of just 1 is because you can put 1 of each of these down and eventually they'll grow. If you put 1 dark oak sapling down, it will not grow. So if you want to grow the dark oak trees, you need to place them in a little square like this. Otherwise, they will not grow. And then here are all the full grown trees and what they look like. So here is the oak tree, the birch tree, the spruce, jungle tree, acacia tree, and then as you can see right here, the big thick dark oak tree, which if you look at the bottom, it's in that 4 pattern instead of just having a base of 1. I'm going to move on to the mobs in the game. So mob just means something that moves around, so that's all of the animals, it's the monsters, it's the villagers, which we'll get to later. If you kill cows, you can get raw beef and leather from them. You can shear sheep to get wool, or you can kill them to get wool and raw mutton. You can kill pigs to get pork chops, And then chickens will lay eggs. As you can see, this chicken has laid one right there. In addition to laying eggs, if you kill them, they will drop feathers and raw chicken. Here are some of the most common monsters right here. So zombies, they'll attack you and they'll try to hit you when they get up close. These are skeletons, which they will shoot at you with their bow right there, so you gotta watch out for those. Creepers will sneak up on you and literally blow up in your face. They'll just blow right up. They'll destroy your stuff. They're a real pain. Spiders are kind of nasty too, particularly because if they want to get up to you, they will totally climb. And drowns right here are basically the water version of the zombies. So if you have any water areas, you gotta watch out because at night they will crawl right out of the water and try to kill you. Also, the reason I have these mobs in a dark area is because this is where they spawn. So there are different light levels in Minecraft, and whenever there's a light level that's low and it starts to get kind of dark, that's when you might start having monsters pop out. Some of the more helpful mobs in the game are the villagers. Now, there are different types of villagers that will trade with you for different things. So this is a farmer guy right here. So if I went to go grab some wheat or something like that, he might give me some of these emeralds, and I can use these emeralds to buy other things. Villager trading is a little complicated. You can make a whole video on it, so I'm not going to go too in depth, but that's the basics of how villagers work. You can trade with them, and they're super helpful. And then you have these guys, which look really mean. You don't want to punch them or hit them because they're super strong. They will send you right into the sky. They'll kill you, but as long as you don't hit them, they will not hurt you. These are called iron golems, and they are just meant to protect the villagers. So now that we've gone through all of that stuff over there and we have a basic run through of the game, so what's the point of knowing all that stuff? Well, basically, it's so that you can survive in survival Minecraft. There are different reasons that people play the game. Generally, everybody makes a base at some point, and you might play to have... maybe you want to get a certain amount of diamonds. Maybe you want to go to the end dimension and kill the end dragon. Maybe you want to just see how many of a different resource you could collect. Maybe you just want a really nice looking base. The idea is to, have a nice area where you can just live and survive. You can pool resources. You can build new things. You can have lots of storage. You can have a bed, which you make from wood planks and wool from that sheep out there. And then that will allow you to set your spawn point so that you can always spawn back at your base instead of in the middle of nowhere. There's a lot you can do in Minecraft, and it can be played basically however you want it to be played. So that is going to wrap it up for this video. Again, just a real quick survival guide showing the basics of how the game works. So to all the Minecrafty people out there, whether you're totally new to the game, whether you've played a little bit, or whether you're a super expert pro, I hope you enjoy the video, and later, nerds.